Welcome to the Grand Connection Network. We are super excited about our next expert that's coming to share with us on July 31st on Friday. Her name is Terilee Harrison, and she is an absolute expert in virtual networking. She's a trainer, an entrepreneur, a global speaker, and an author of more than 10 books. So she's going to be zooming in with us today and on July 31st, all the way from Singapore. She connects business owners, coaches, and consultants in her amazing global networking group called the Team Referral Network. Susan's going to share with us her experience with the referral network.
I've been a member of Team Referral Network, a chapter of them, for the past 2 months. So I got back from the States visiting Canada, COVID hit, and I realized after losing half my customers that I would need to start networking again. And I used to network offline 10 years ago and didn't have to because I had a good referral system, and now I'm at it again. And the networking virtually is working really well. It's a great group. I have made several friends. I'm starting a lot of new ideas for my business because there's a lot of marketing specialists in our group, and I've gotten a lot of business. So I'm very excited to introduce you, Terilee.
I'm delighted to come and chat with you all about online networking. It's going to be fantastic. So hit me with your questions. Let's
so
see what questions I can answer.
were you a networker offline before?
I was a network. I've been an offline face-to-face networker for 14, 15 years. And I was doing that in the greater LA area before my move to Singapore 3 years ago. My move to Singapore, it kind of catapulted me because it plucked me away from my people, right? And the thought of being in the Los Angeles area for me was that there's plenty. And I can honestly say if I wouldn't have moved to Singapore, I probably wouldn't have stopped and looked around enough to see that there was more out there. Like, I don't think we'd be talking today. I really don't. I think that I would have just felt I had plenty to serve in LA. But the interesting thing is, and Susan, I don't know if you know this, and Carolyn's newer into my life, but we actually did online networking 6 years ago. I have pictures of myself with my brown hair on an iPad networking with people across the United States. But wow. 6 years ago, people were not ready for it, and technology wasn't ready, right? Google Hangouts had 10 people, like you could never expand and grow, right? Imagine why in the world would you do a Grand Connection meeting if you could only get 10 people, including yourselves and a speaker? You wouldn't do it, right? So 18 months ago, when I started peeking around, I was like, okay, let's go try this again. Let's go make this happen. And the thing about it is people still really weren't ready, ladies. They weren't. And technology was more ready. But I spent my time talking to people, and they would all say to me, what do you think they said?
I don't know. What?
They said, oh, we just can't network on screen like that. I literally took this poll in February and asked, what do you prefer? And 90% of the people wanted face-to-face. I polled people 2 weeks ago, and the shift is so dramatic, but I see it in my business. It's as if I had the hose going with the water out in my backyard, and up until the pandemic hit, somebody had their both feet on it, right? And they're blocking it, and suddenly now the hose is gone. And ladies, yeah. And what I really believe also is that many people thought, I have to network in my city. I need to network in my town. I must only have clients that are right here, right? But there's the opportunity for regional, national, and international expansion that happens right with your commute across your hallway. And one of the beautiful things about having the global networking is these things are all only possible because of relationships. I've been expanding my business in other countries, and it's not because I went and did fancy marketing, which is important, Susan. It is important. I'm not going to say it's not, but it's the relationships of the people that are bringing me in and introducing me. And these are the types of things that we can help happen for anybody.
Well, and they can do it for themselves, which is my big thing. It's just really shifting their mindset, their focus, their skills, and their attitude to be open that their clients can be in Spain. They can be in Singapore.
We can reach a world. If you have a niche product that's very targeted for a certain audience that is in a certain anywhere in the world, you can now easily reach them. And with networking, it's powerful. You can become a thought leader and an expert very, very quickly.
It's so meaningful. And everyone's in this same position right now, right? Everyone, we all have the opportunity. We all can go make this happen. It's growing into it. Like if you would have said to me, ladies, years ago, oh, one day you're going to be launching in India. This is like my fancy goal board, right? One day you'll be launching in the UK. One day you'll be launching in Australia. I would have been like, y'all are like, what are you talking about?
From Australia. I've seen them on the group. So
we do, but like we are nationally doing chapter across Australia and like majorly starting to hit India. But if you would have said this to me, I don't know that I would have been in a place to say, I'm ready to step into this and be the leader of this type of organization. And that's what is possible for all of us, right? We're going to choose to step in and say, I have a global business or I have a national business. And it's events like yours in the way that you encourage people that can really help catapult people to step into that and be ready for that greatness in their life.
Well, I just think about the connections and the links.
Yes.
And the expansion of everybody's support. Like that's the thing about this COVID correction too, Terilee, I know you'll agree, is we're all yearning to connect, but we're all yearning to really create support as we learn these new strategies online, as we learn how to build these relationships online. And that's what you're going to bring to your talk, right?
Yes. Absolutely. You know, in doing all of my online networking to prepare from late 2018, you know, it's just as if someone had said, hey, we're going to have this pandemic in 2020, you should take this business online. I've worked out all the kinks. I've made all the mistakes, and I am here to share some top strategies to get the most out of it the fastest for everyone, and to dispel some of the myths. Networking is not something they teach you in school. So I even used to flounder in face-to-face networking. I don't know about you ladies, because sometimes we don't know what we don't know. And so I'm here to give the top tips, the top strategies, so that you can show up and feel confident and that you can just really step into this space. So what we want to do is the minute that we're on a meeting and it's our turn in that square, you want to be on and ready to go and be authentically you. Be authentically you. Maybe you are a quiet person, but you stand in who you are. Maybe you're the crazy one with the Supergirl cape and you stand in who you are. But those are some of the things that we're going to talk about is how to show up and how to be noticed, how to stand out no matter who you are and how you are.
Absolutely. And just to be authentic, be yourself, be genuine, and show up with the important message that you want to share with people. And what I envisioned on what you just said, Terilee, was so cool, because when you go to a networking event, a live one, you can only meet one person at a time, like you said. But on Zoom, we can connect with 100 people.
Yes.
In 1 minute.
In 1
by
minute.
Sharing. Like, so that's so powerful. That's so powerful.
It is. And I'm just thank you so much for including me in your amazing event. I'm so excited to meet all your people and to provide this information for them. And let's cut to the chase and let's just share the top details that are going to help people make a difference in their business now.
We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great day. So what we do in the event is we do some rounds of networking where everybody gets to go and introduce themselves to small groups. Then we have our guest speaker, Terilee, is going to share her secrets of virtual networking and some tips that we can do. And then afterwards, we have mastermind sessions where we go into another small group and we have facilitators that are going to help us through the process. And we're going to practice what we do.
That sounds amazing, ladies. I can't wait. Very excited.
It's going to be awesome.
To see you. Everybody, let's say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. See you soon. Appreciate you all. See you soon.
Enjoy Singapore.
You got it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.